Welcome to Real Life Quotes, where real stories, real wisdom, and real change begin. Here, we do not just talk about motivation, we unpack mindsets that actually work in everyday life. In this video, we are diving into a topic that affects everyone: maturity in thought. Because growing older is automatic, but growing wiser? That is intentional. If you have ever felt like life is pushing you to think deeper, act better, and live more purposefully, then this one's for you. Let's explore 7 clear signs of a truly mature mindset and how they can transform not only your future, but your relationships, your success, and your peace of mind. 1. Mature people think about the future. Mature people don't just focus on what feels good now. They think about what's right in the long run. They plan. They ask themselves, where am I going? What kind of life do I want to build? They don't waste time waiting for opportunities. They create them. They set goals, track their time, and work with intention. Life becomes more meaningful when you see it as a journey, not just a moment. Quote, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." Warren Buffett. Buffett reminds us, what we enjoy tomorrow depends on what we build today. Mature people make sacrifices now so they can enjoy stability and impact later. 2. Mature people take responsibility without excuses. Immature people often blame others. Their parents, their boss, their environment. But mature people take full responsibility for their life. They don't waste time pointing fingers. Instead, they reflect on their mistakes, learn from failure, and ask, what can I do better next time? Taking responsibility doesn't mean everything is your fault. It means you're choosing to grow instead of staying stuck. Quote, "The moment you take responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you can change anything in your life." Hal Elrod. Blame keeps you powerless. Responsibility gives you control. That's why maturity begins when excuses end. 3. Mature people think beyond themselves. Children think about me. Mature people think about we. They ask, how will this decision affect others? My family? My team? My future children? They think about their aging parents. They care about people who depend on them. They act with empathy, not just ambition. Quote, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" Martin Luther King Jr. True maturity shows when you're willing to be uncomfortable so someone else can be okay. That's real strength. 4. Mature people control their words. Immature people talk without thinking. They gossip, complain, criticize, or speak carelessly. But mature people pause before they speak. They understand that words can heal or harm. They know not everything needs to be said. Not every opinion needs to be shared. They speak with kindness, clarity, and calm, even when they're upset. Quote, "Be sure to taste your words before you spit them out." Unknown, commonly shared by Frank Sonnenberg, leadership author. Mature people don't talk to be loud. They talk to bring peace, guidance, or honesty with grace. 5. Mature people stay committed even when it's hard. Anyone can make a promise, but keeping it, especially when it's no longer convenient, that's maturity. Marriage, business, friendship, family, every meaningful relationship requires commitment. And that means showing up even when things get boring, messy, or painful. Quote, "In the end, we are defined by the commitments we honor." John Cecil Maxwell. Mature people don't give up when things don't go their way. They grow through difficulty, not run from it. They're loyal not just when it's easy, but when it costs them something. 6. Mature people manage time, money, and energy wisely. Mature people don't just react to life. They manage it. They budget their money, plan their schedules, and set healthy limits. They know that how they use their time reflects what they truly value. They delay instant pleasure to prepare for bigger responsibilities. They also rest when they need to, not out of laziness, but to restore strength and stay focused. Quote, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Warren Buffett. They're not rich because they have a lot. They're rich because they respect what they already have, and they multiply it through wise decisions. 7. Mature people choose growth over validation. In today's world, it's easy to chase attention, but mature people are not driven by likes, compliments, or applause. They're not trying to impress, they're trying to improve. They choose growth even when no one notices. They work hard when no one is watching. Their confidence comes from character, not public opinion. Quote, "Character is doing the right thing when nobody's looking." J.C. Watts. You know you're mature when you'd still make the right choice, even if no one ever claps for it. At Real Life Quotes, we believe that a single powerful idea, when understood deeply, can change the course of your life. Maturity is not about being serious all the time. It is about being solid, focused, consistent, responsible, and yes, still human. You do not have to be perfect to be mature, but you do have to be willing to grow. So, take one of the lessons from today and put it into practice. That is how real growth begins, not in theory, but in action. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing truths, one quote at a time. This is Real Life Quotes, where wisdom meets your real world.